Good morning, guys. This is Issues with Toddy One Skip, and I am Toddy One Skip. Welcome to my morning. How you doing? How you doing, guys? I'm going to take a seat right here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Gypsy Rose Blanchard. You know, the favorite topic here. You know why? Where's Ken? Where's Bree? Where's Nick? Where's Dee Dee? Where are these people? Where's Ryan? Where are these people that loved Gypsy or love Gypsy, some past tense, some not? Where are they now? How come everybody that Gypsy has had any kind of meaningful relationship with is never the same? How come their lives are either gone or ruined for loving somebody? You know, I've had bad relationships when I was younger, and Gypsy is poison. I don't think that you need me to tell you that Gypsy is poison. You know, unless you're one of her mindless minions who already knows Gypsy's poison but doesn't care. I don't know if it's because they think she's a celebrity and being friends with her gives you a little bit of clout, or if you just like being known as friends of a mommy, Murderer. I don't know what it is. But how can you expect that to be a good thing? How could you expect somebody who is convicted of unaliving their mom, throwing somebody under the bus for unaliving their mom, to be a good person? Why would you think an average person would want to be friends with somebody like that? Why, you know, when Ryan and I believe Ken were writing, when all these people were writing to Gypsy, I don't really think any of them expected to be involved with her. I think they were just spending time. Something to write about. A letter to get from a mommy, Murderer. I'm sure when they got it, they showed people. Look at what I got. Look at what I got. A little bit of fun. And then Gypsy manipulated herself, and they let her into their world, to now their world is so different. Ryan was a school teacher. I'm not saying he was a good school teacher, a bad school teacher. I'm not saying he did right or wrong. He was a guy who had a job, and he was a school teacher. He's no longer a school teacher. As a matter of fact, he's not even known for that anymore. He's known for being the ex-husband, which I know he loves that, of Gypsy Rose Blanchard. That is not going to follow you through life very well. You already see, Ryan, that you lost jobs because of it. It's not because you loved Gypsy. It's because you let the world know that what she did was okay. And what she did was not okay. She unalived her mom. You didn't even look into it. You fell in love with what you thought was a pretty face. I don't know. You need glasses? Maybe. I don't know. But you threw all common sense, all good sense aside, because you thought she was cute in her horizontal stripes. She unalived her mom. Didn't matter to you that she was in there for Murderer. You didn't care about that. All you cared was that you thought somebody cute with a little bit of clout, I guess, infamy was what she had. And you thought, let me hitch on to that so that everybody can know who Ryan Anderson is. Well, everybody knows Ryan Anderson as a fool now. Ken Urker. Where's Ken? Well, we wouldn't have even known about Ken. And these people, they knew. So I don't feel bad for them. They knew that their names would be splashed upon social media. They knew that their families' names would be splashed upon social media. They knew this, and they didn't care going in there. Going in, they saw Gypsy Rose Blanchard. How she was appealing to them is beyond me. To write to somebody to find out why they committed a crime, I get that. To understand how somebody's mind works, I get that. But to fall in love with somebody who looked their mom in the eye and had them unalived, I just can't. I can't understand how somebody could trust that, how somebody can impregnate somebody like that, how somebody could feel safe. The one person that had Gypsy's back all of those years was the person that she spent time trying to unalive because she didn't get her way. She got her way about everything, but the few times she didn't get her way, which were actually for her best interest, her mom was just being a mom. If you listen, her mom went and got her from Dan Glidewell, supposedly, a 35-year-old man. Gypsy was a child. Her mom did what she was supposed to do, but in order to survive, they had a grift going. If Rod had shown up and paid the child support that he was supposed to pay, perhaps there wouldn't have been a grift. Listen, my dad didn't pay child support. My mom was able to go to my grandparents for help. Without my grandparents, I don't know what my mom would have done with us. I don't know what she would have done. My grandparents were there to help. So Dee Dee found a way to take care of her daughter. It wasn't the best way, but it was a way. It does not justify the unaliving of Dee Dee. It doesn't justify the bullshit and the legacy that Gypsy has put on her mom. Look at everything Gypsy's done, and she's got a nest egg. Look at her. Look at her. She gets online. She lies online. She's got her buy me coffee. She's got her wish list. What is that? That's not a grift? Of course it's a grift. She's playing on people's sympathies. Supposedly she doesn't need the money. She's got a nest egg. Dee Dee needed the money. Dee Dee, she was raising a sick kid. Gypsy was a sick child. We know this. Even now, as millennials reading things about multiple muscular sclerosis, she's reading things about Gypsy's illness or Gypsy's faking her illness. Who knows the truth? Dee Dee didn't know the truth. She didn't. Her daughter's telling her this, that, and everything else. She's believing her daughter. I got news for you. If she didn't believe her daughter, something tells me her daughter would make her believe her. Gypsy, how people can look at her and think that she is just a good person. What has she done that was good? Can somebody just tell me? What has she done since she's been out of prison that was a good thing? What has she done? Where has she given? What has she spoken for consistently? When was she inconvenienced to do the right thing? Where has she grown? I'm waiting. Yeah, because none of that shit happened. Gypsy is Gypsy. And that's the way she is. That's her behavior. It's like a gypsy trying to... Sorry, guys. I'm a gypsy. I got gypsy in my blood, too. Gypsy makes everybody look foolish or bad. But there isn't anybody that's associated with her that ends up looking good. Why do you think that is? Guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Thank you so much for allowing me to be part of your day. Please like, subscribe, and share, and pay attention to the channel. It's got a lot going on today. And my other channel, Everybody Has a Story to Tell, with Toddy One Skip. Guys, be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Thank you so much. Thank you.